Hiya, you alright?
Nope.
Just before we get going, obviously you're on your 3rd week now. How have you been getting on with things?
Alright, really.
Yeah? Been feeling good?
Yeah.
Sorted. Is there anything that, with the previous 2-week sessions, is there anything that's been bothering you? Or anything
No.
with our exercise in general?
No.
No? Sorted. Right, so I just need to go through the normal things that we have to go through. So, just a bit of an health and safety briefing. Obviously we were out in the gym this week, and we're in your house. So, toilet's just out there. We've just run through this, haven't we? So we've come in, toilet's just out there, and your first aid kit is in the kitchen if we need it. Perfect. Right, I've just got to run through this verbal PAR-Q again for you. Verbal PAR-Q, but obviously I've got the PAR-Q here that we first filled in. Has anything changed with that PAR-Q?
No.
Sorted. Any illnesses that have come to light since then?
No.
Since we started within the last 2 weeks?
No.
And anything that, obviously you've been to see your doctor.
Yeah.
Is he happy with everything that's going on so far?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Medication, is that all the same still?
Exactly the same, yeah.
And you're just about to go into your next cycle of chemotherapy,
Yeah.
so how are you feeling about that?
Bit nervous.
Bit nervous? And your fatigue, does that seem to be improving?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Really, yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, so, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorted. Right, so I'll just let you know what we're going to do. We're going to keep to the same programme. Obviously, we're going to use the treadmill for the warm-up. Just some mobility stretches, just some abdominal stretches. And that's normal. For the warm-up, I'm going to be using the RPE scale,
Yeah.
which you used to anyway, because we use that in the sessions.
Yeah.
But also I'm going to be using the talk test as well. So
Yeah.
if I sit there rambling on to you through the session, you'll know that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Not just because I can't shut up. It's because I need to monitor your exertion through your breathing. So
Yeah.
if you can talk, we need to work that little bit harder.
Yeah.
Right, okay, sorted. So we're going to start with the treadmill first. So obviously with the treadmill, we're going to be on here for 15 minutes, okay? That's on the programme. Let me just demonstrate it for you. So with the safety of the treadmill, remember we click this on there, that's just the safety release, so if you was to come off the treadmill, it's going to stop the treadmill in emergency. Stop button's there, start button's there. I'm obviously telling you something you already know with it being your treadmill in your house, but obviously I just need to go through it with you. So we press the start button, and then that plus and minus you can either hold on here as normal, bringing that up to roughly 1.5. Now, as we're walking on this treadmill, as I said, we can hold on there. Ideally don't hold on if we don't need to. And remember, looking nice and straight forwards, try not to look down, and maintaining that heel to toe movement, all right? So looking straight forwards at them butterflies on that wall, heel to toe movement, nice upright posture, loading through the spine. Okay? Sorted. So we're going to bring you onto that, on that level, and then we're going to gradually increase that incline as we go. So just pop that strap on for me. And press start when you're ready. Just give it a bit of a hard press. There we go. I'll do it for you, don't worry. So then just use them buttons on the right hand side, just bring it up to roughly 1.5, 1.6 to start with. So would you say that's slower than your normal walking pace?
A little bit.
A little bit. So just bring it up to your normal walking pace. I'll just get this paperwork. So good heel to toe movement. Brilliant work. So next week we're going to do another hyperfatigue scale on you.
Okay.
And then we'll do one at 6 weeks as well, so just to let you know, that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
Alright, so just to keep a good monitor on your fatigue levels, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's more for me than you, really, to make sure that we're going down the right lines of things.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to bring that speed up a little bit more, bring it up to 2. And then we're going to bring the incline up as well. So if you just use these buttons there. There we go, that'll do. Perfect. In a nice upright position. Just come a little bit further back from that. There we go. Yeah. Just give yourself a little bit of room to swing them arms. So we're doing this just to increase that heart rate in a safe level and just to prepare your body for the workout, the main section. Alright?
Yeah.
This is just your warm up to start with.
Yeah.
We'll be back on this after the warm up. We'll jump off, not yet though. We'll be off the treadmill, we'll do some mobility stuff and some pre-stretches, and then we'll be back on here for the main section.
Right.
Alright?
Yeah.
Perfect, so just increase that speed a little bit more. And then just bring the incline up a little bit. Just there, look. That'll do. Perfectly. So we're on number 4 incline now, so you should feel that coming up now. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is use the RP scale. So where would you say you are on this scale right now?
3, 4-ish, something like that.
Right, okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly where we need to be. Brilliant. What did you get up to yesterday?
What did I get up to yesterday?
How's your walking group going? Are you enjoying that walking group? Yeah,
Oh, I love that walking group.
Brilliant. And what about your spin classes? Because obviously you went to spin class on the Monday, didn't you? So,
Yeah. It was better than I thought.
and now you're getting on in the social environment. You feel like you're getting
Yeah,
more
it's-
involved with people?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's better, isn't it, when you join groups?
Yeah. Yeah, just trying to get that social engagement back for you and stop you being so isolated.
Yeah, it is isolated.
Yeah. And what you'll find eventually is you'll start meeting people in the same position as you,
Yeah,
and then you'll start to understand that you're not on
Yeah.
that, you're not doing it on your own.
yeah.
Still around that 3 to 4.
Moving up to the 4 now.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. I can sort of tell you talking as well, so that's good. Right, so we'll just take it up to 1 more minute, so don't adjust anything.
Yeah.
1 more minute, and then we're going to come off the treadmill,
Okay.
and then we're going to start your mobility work.
Yeah.
So just slow it down a little bit for me. There we go, that's fine. Perfect. That's it, and then just press that stop button just in front of you. And just take the clip off and just come off that treadmill. Right, so we'll start with some standing arm circles. Let me just make some room in here. There we go. So standing arm circles. So all we're doing with standing arm circles is we're just rotating them arms around. Alright, so we're doing this to warm them shoulders up. Keep going, we're going to work for 30 seconds. 9, 10, now change arms. So onto that left arm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. How did you find that? All right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So just to limber them shoulders up a little bit. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to do the same again, but this time change the direction. So we're going backwards with them now rather than forwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So same again. So 15 seconds on one, 15 on the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep going. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, rest. Perfect. So there's your two sets of them done. So now if you want to use this treadmill, so we're going to do some lateral leg swings now, alright?
Yeah.
So just use this treadmill just to support yourself on,
Yeah.
because obviously medication and everything it can cause a little bit of dizziness, so just be careful.
Yeah.
So all we're going to do is bring them out, bring them in. Alright?
Right.
Lateral leg swing.
Yeah.
Okay? Just let me get my timer back on for you, sorry. There we go. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
And go. That's it, make it into a nice swing. So when we get to 30, we're going to change the legs. And that brings it into a full 60 second. Keep it going. So we've mobilised the shoulders and the upper back. Now we're doing the hips and that lower back as well. And it comes into that leg, the leg as well. 4, 3, 2, 1, and change legs. So if you want to turn around. 1, 2, perfect, keep going. 3, so just make sure we're all in there. 4. That's it, keep it going. 10 more seconds left.
Long 10 seconds.
That's a long 10 seconds. It's always a long 10 seconds when there's a trainer counting them. And rest. Perfect. So you just rest for a minute. We'll do exactly the same again. Alright?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
And go. That's it. Nice and high. Try and remain as upright as you can.
Oh.
That's it. You're alright.
Out,
It's fine. It happens to the best of us. That's it. And turn around. And then the same on the other leg. I'll get out of your way. That's it. Keep it going. Perfect they are. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sorry to stand behind you. We're just in a bit of a restricted room up here, aren't we? But we might as well get the warm up done, the whole warm up done here, and then we'll go down. So now we're just going to do cobra abdominal stretch and the cat camel stretch. So I'll demonstrate these to you.
Okay.
With these.
I'll get out your way.
Yeah, thank you. So the cobra stretch, we're going to lie down on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring the hands level with them shoulders, relax the legs and pushing up and looking up at the same time. Holding that and hold that position, and then when you've done it, when we've got to the desired time, come down and relax. And then the cat camel on all fours. Stop this watch. And then we arch the back down to the floor, looking up. And then we bring that spine up, rotating the hips in and looking down, okay?
Okay, yeah.
We've done these before,
Yeah.
so you should be okay with them.
I do like the cobra.
Good, right. So we're going to do 30-second cobra stretch.
Yeah.
And then we'll do 12 cat camels,
Okay,
all
yeah.
right? But with a rest between them,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That's it, and pushing up, hold. Let's make it a nice static stretch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. How was that?
Oh, it's okay, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Don't get too relaxed yet. We've got the main session to do yet.
I just had it like that.
Right, so now we're going to come up into that cat camel position.
Yeah.
And we're going to do 12. So
Right.
the rep down is 1, rep up 2.
Yeah.
Ready? So we're really going to push that spine in. 1, and then up. 2, breathing in on the way up and then pushing the breath out. 3, and up. 4, try not to bend them elbows. Keep them arms nice and straight. 5, perfect. And again. 6, and down. 7, trying to get a bit more rotation on them that pelvis. 8, that's better. Hold on. 9, 10, 2 more. 11, and 12, perfect. That's your warm up done. If you just want to just stand. Right, so now you're feeling all warmed up, we're going to get onto the main section now.
Yeah.
So we have got alternatives for these, but obviously the first 2 weeks you've done all right with these, so we'll keep it exactly the same.
Yeah.
All right. We've just increased that intensity a little bit, but that's all we've done.
Yeah.
All right, just gone up slightly in the weight.
Yeah.
We're going to be working 2 sets of 12. Dumbbells are there now. Don't be alarmed that these are a different colour. They are still the same weight.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get on that
I was a
treadmill.
bit bothered.
Yeah, you're all right now. Don't worry. Right. So we're going to jump on that treadmill. Attach that again. So we're happy with the treadmill. Use the treadmill in the warm up.
Yeah.
So just press that start button for me. Remember, looking straight forwards, not slumping. Nice heel to toe movement.
Yeah.
Bring that speed up to a comfortable walking pace to start with. And then what I want you to do is to bring the incline up to number 5. There we go. So incline's there, remember. All right. Right. So now we're feeling warmed up.
Yeah.
You're going to be quite low on this scale, aren't we, still? All right? So bring that in, bring the speed up for me. So on the RPE scale that we was using, all right, I want to get you to 10 to 12 in that area, all right?
Okay,
Yeah. That's it, brilliant. So good heel to toe movement, good posture. Again, just move a little bit further back on there. That's it. So you're not restricting your movement with your arms, not when you're banging your arms. Now again, if at any point on this you feel lightheaded or dizzy, you just either pull that off,
Yeah.
and that'll instantly stop it, or press the stop button. At least tell me first if you're going to feel, you know, nauseous or dizzy or anything like
Okay.
that. All right. And your drink's only over there anyway.
Okay.
You've already had one, so we're all right where that's concerned.
Yeah.
Right, bring that speed up a little bit more for me. That's it. Bring it up to 3. Let's get you working. So how does that feel now?
Okay. Getting a bit warmer.
So where would you say you are on that scale?
I'd say probably about 6, 7-ish.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's good. Very good. Right, keep that going for me. And then when it gets to 3 minutes, well, I just want you to place your hands on each side of these bars here where this heart rate monitor
Yeah.
is, and I just want you to just put your hands on there. Say 3 minutes. Let's just get it up to 3 minutes, just so I can monitor that heart rate. But just leave them on there.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be quite unnatural because we want you to get swinging your arms,
Yeah.
but you've had a faulty watch and you've had to send that back, so we can't use your
Yeah.
watch, unfortunately. That's it. Just put your hands on there for me. So on the metal straps, that's it, just hold on. You see it's detecting your heart rate already. Yeah, brilliant. Take them off, that's fine. Keep it going. That was good. So we're getting there now with that heart rate. We're getting into this working set. So just bring this incline up a little bit more for me. So bring it up to number 7, there we go. How do you feel? Are you okay?
Bit warm.
Bit warm,
Yeah,
good, good.
yeah, bit warm.
So yeah, going back onto the walking groups,
Yeah.
you'll probably find that they change like the location of it quite a lot. So you can go to like, I don't know if you know the local area much, but you know you can always explore different areas,
Yeah.
different groups. There's the different days. Even though I've set your your ADL, your active daily living days,
Yeah.
but some walking days, you can always change the walking day to the active daily living day. And do you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
with the walking, the outdoor walking, you're relying on the weather a lot. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got your treadmill, but for that, I want you to use it for these sessions. I don't want you to just be standing in a room on your own,
Yeah.
doing a 6-mile walk.
It's
You know,
nice to get out.
yeah, I want you to be out with people.
Yeah.
And then obviously there is times, you know, because obviously you're just about to go into your last cycle of chemotherapy, so there is going to be times when you can't go out.
Yeah.
Your exercise has got to reduce, but if that has to happen, we can regroup and then just change what we need to do
Yeah.
to suit.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, that's good to know.
Because we need to keep that immune system at an optimal level. So if we overdo it with exercise, we get the drop in the immune system that's already going to be dropped because of your chemotherapy. That's it, keep that going. So just give me another couple on the incline. That's it, that takes us to 9.
Oh, what's the deal?
We see you live in an area with lots of hills, so I've got to get used to walking up them again, haven't I?
Yeah.
So obviously we've come off, we've done the warm up on the treadmill, we've done the mobilisation on the arms and the legs, you know, the mobilise the muscles and the joints.
Yeah.
This is now the working set. So obviously with the warm up on the treadmill, we've warmed that heart up,
Yeah.
we've warmed the cardiovascular system up,
Yeah.
pulse raiser, we've got it ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Then we did the mobilisation to get the muscles ready to rock and roll,
Yeah.
mobilise the joints, the muscles, the spine. Now this is your working set, all right?
Yeah. And I can feel it too.
Good. So where are we now, do you think, on that scale?
Oh, 10.
10, brilliant. Exactly where we need to be.
If it went a bit higher, maybe a bit higher.
So what we're going to do, we'll go another couple of minutes on that.
Has to be at least 12 by then, I bet.
That's fine. At that point where you are now,
Yeah.
as long as you can still nearly talk,
Yeah, nearly.
yeah, and we're hovering around the top end,
Yeah.
we're good. That's it. So while you're on there, I'll just run through what we're going to do.
Right,
Okay?
Yeah.
So once you're off the treadmill,
Yeah.
we're going to work in some sit-to stands.
Yeah.
So just on the chair, I'll demo all of these for you.
Okay.
The shoulder press, now we'll do these sat down as well. All right, the wall press, so we're doing a press up on the wall, bent over rows, and lunges,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
And then we're going to come into that cool down. So remembering that heel to toe movement. and looking straight forward. A lot of people you'll find, as they tire on a treadmill, they'll start to slump.
I know I was doing it
you've got to
till you
engage,
said.
you've got to engage that core, nice and upright position. That's it, this can be your last minute. Alright?
Right, yeah.
So just bring that speed down a little bit for me. Just a little bit, that'll do, that's fine. So we don't need to recover, just need to just control as we stop, that's all. And press that stop button. Perfect, just take that clip off for me and pop it in. I thought you threw it then. Right, so got a chair for you there.
Thank you.
Okay.
I could do with a sit down.
So let me just show you what we're going to do first of all, alright?
Yeah.
So, first things first, we're going to do sit to stands.
Right, okay.
Okay, so body weight movement, we can progress this as we go, but to start for now, because obviously each third week still, you'll be on the chair. Now what I want you to try and do today, rather than having that support
Yeah.
on them legs with them hands, not pushing, because we were just doing it for a little bit of support, weren't we?
Yeah.
Rather than having them there, although you wasn't pushing with them, what I want you to do is I want you to have your arms out in front today.
Alright.
Alright, so we're just moving it up a little bit, just
Yeah.
modifying things slightly. So we have the arms out in front, up
Yeah.
and down, sit back on the chair,
Yeah.
and then back up again. Alright?
Okay.
So it's going to be a good one for them glutes, the quads, it's a good low back, low body exercise. Alright? So we come up, 1, there we go. 2, 3, 4, well done. So pressing equal amount of pressure through the 5, 6, 7 to 12, remember, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect.
That's harder with your arms.
Alright, good. So the RPE's increased slightly with that now.
Yeah.
Alright? So if we just jump up, I'll demo the next one we're going to do. So the next one we're going to do is shoulder press. Alright? So this is where we bring these dumbbells in. So obviously you know I told you dumbbells. Nice firm grip with them. We're going to sit down. Dumbbells level with them shoulders, alright? And then press. And then when we come back down, bring them elbows level with the shoulders.
Right, okay.
And then press again, alright?
Yeah.
So we're not necessarily tapping at the top or anything like that. Just press straight in the air, down, straight up and down, alright?
Okay. Yeah.
Sit down first. Perfect, alright? So that's it. 1, 2, that's it, keep it going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just nice and steady. 8, 9, good. 10, 2 more. 11, 12, and rest. Well done. Pass me there. So we'll jump up off that chair and just have a rest, but obviously we're standing. Just pop this chair out of the way because we're going to use the wall now.
Right.
Alright? So we're going to eventually progress to something like bench press, press ups, but again, third week in.
Yeah.
So we still, we'll get that out of your way. You don't want to be seeing that, do you?
No.
In a wall press. So remember, it's like the press ups that you used to do, alright?
Yeah.
But all we're doing is we're doing them on the wall.
Yeah.
So, hands roughly level with them shoulders,
Yeah.
alright? And we're going to step out. So remember with this, the further out from that wall, the harder it gets, alright? So we need it We need that RPE 10 to 12 with
Right,
this.
yeah.
All right. So just, I would say something like half a metre away from that wall. All right, we'll sort that side out in a minute, and then we go down and then up. So keeping them elbows high and then pushing. All right.
Yeah.
Nice smooth movements.
Okay.
So just no, step in a little bit more for you. There we go. That's it. Yep.
It's about right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we're going into 12. 1, 2. Well done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. 9, 10, 11, and rest. Well done. Brilliant. How did that feel?
Okay.
All right. Right. What we're going to go into now is we're going to go into, so we've done the chest. So we've just worked legs on the sit to stands, legs and lower back on the sit to stands. All right. Then we've just done a push on the chest.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do a pull. So opposite movement. All right. But what I want you to do with this, I want you to do it a double arm bent over row. So with this, it's good for the back. That's the area we're working to. It's the opposite. So the upper back rather than the upper chest, which we've just done with that pull. So we come down and let them arms hang. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got that standard athletic position, but then once we're there, hinge them hips. So that back is virtually parallel to that floor. Once we're there, don't look up, don't look forwards. Just keep looking down at that floor and then bring them weights up. So bring them up as high as they'll go without you having to flare them arms out. Keep them arms in.
Yeah.
All right. Pinch at the top and then down. Pinch at the top and down.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and go. 1, 2. So we go to 12 again with these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and up we come.
Oh.
Perfect. How's that?
Yes. All right. Yeah.
All right. Right. So with these, for the first couple of weeks, you were saying that them lunges was just making your knees quite sore.
Yeah.
Right. We have got lunges in today. So do you think like next week would we be able to get back onto lunges?
Yeah.
It was just the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Was it just the walking that seems to have just
Yeah.
affected your knees
Yeah.
slightly?
Yeah.
Right. So what we'll do, rather than overloading one side on the leg for the
Yeah.
lunge,
Yeah.
we'll do. It's all right. You just leant on the light. Don't worry. Cameraman leant on the light. What we'll do is we will do a set of squats rather than lunges.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to what you're doing with the sit to stands.
Yeah.
Just have your arms like that for me.
Yeah.
Just cross them over so it makes sure that we're keeping nice and upright.
Yeah.
When we're doing the squat, try not to lean forwards in the squat.
Yeah.
All right. Think of it as your legs are the hydraulic to the elevator.
Okay.
All right. So you're coming down
Yeah.
and then you're pushing that floor away from you.
Right. Okay.
All right. So we're going to do 12 of these. Nice, even pattern through the feet.
Right.
Okay. So pressures all through. 1, perfect. 2, nice and strong on them legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep it going. 9, 10, 2 more. 11, 12, rest.
Oh.
So where would we be on that scale?
10 to 12.
Brilliant. Well, that's a really good thing because now we're on to that cool down.
Oh.
You'll be pleased to know we're on to that cool down. So I'll pop that out of the way. So all we need to do now is we need to get, so this is your cool down that we've got set up as we've done before.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump back on that treadmill,
Yeah.
but we're going to do it nice and steady. All right, this is just to bring that heart rate down. Right, so press that start button for me. Just give it a... How come I know how to start your treadmill and you don't?
Probably I don't go on it enough.
Right, so just bring it up to 2 for me, that'll be fine. So we don't need any incline. So while you're on it, I'll talk you through what we're going to do next.
Okay.
So all we're going to do is we're going to do 5 minutes on this treadmill,
Okay.
and then we're going to come down off the treadmill, do some upper body stretches and some lower body stretches. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's it, that's your session done.
Lovely.
So when we're looking at this RPE scale,
Yeah.
we need to be coming down to somewhere
Yeah.
3 to 5, I would
Yeah.
say. All right?
Yeah. This is a nice relaxing speed.
Good.
No ills.
And so it's meant to be on the cool down. But don't tell me it's too easy,
No,
because it
not too
reflects in
easy.
your next sessions,
Not too
all right? Talk to me how you enjoyed the sessions. You're getting
Oh,
on?
lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Good.
Made a big difference to be now.
good. Obviously you've been back to the doctor, have you told the doctor that you...
Oh yeah.
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 Sorted.
He's good. He's pleased.
That's brilliant. I've spoke to your doctor.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to keep in contact with your doctor throughout the session,
Yeah.
especially throughout the 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
obviously we've run through that informed consent form,
Yeah.
and you've signed it, they've signed it, you know,
Yeah.
we've signed it. Are you still happy for that to go ahead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for me
Definitely.
to be in contact with your doctor.
Yeah.
Anything that's said is all in letter form, and you see it anyway, so
Yeah.
you'll get copies.
Yeah.
So it's nothing that you don't know about. It's only stuff that the only things that we discuss is things to do with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as far as anything like data is concerned, it's all stored on an encrypted hard drive. All right, so it's all in line with GDPR regulations.
Yeah.
Do a couple more minutes on there, and then we'll jump off.
I don't know about jump.
What if we're doing? So each of the stretches that we're going to come into in a second,
Yeah.
hold them for 10 to 20 seconds, all right, each
Right,
stretch.
okay, yeah.
Upper body, lower body.
You count the seconds, won't you?
Yeah, I've got it all on here. I'll get that ready now because I can never get it to work when I need it. There we go.
My seconds were a lot quicker than yours.
Yeah, yeah. That's it, so we just take it up to the 5. All right. Where are we looking at on here now?
About 6.
So 10 more seconds and then you're off. You're nearly free to leave. There we go. That's it. Pop that there. Brilliant. So we'll run through some of the upper body stretches. You're used to these stretches anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of them you'll have even done in your spin classes,
Yeah.
because you use it quite a lot. Right, so I'll stand over here. So I'll run through them for you. Triceps and shoulders. I'm going to bring the arm round. What I always tell people, it's like giving yourself a pat on the back for the same session you've already done. All right, so we do it on one arm and then the other arm.
Yeah.
Then after that, we're going to come out into that stretch, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And then above the head, all right? So we're going to hold it and reach.
Yeah.
Some of them you're used to already, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so are you ready? So bring the arm round, hand above the elbow, and then hold. So feeling that stretch in them
Yeah.
triceps,
Yeah.
brilliant. We'll go to 15 seconds. And change arms. There we go. So now interlock them fingers, pushing forwards. Yeah, a couple of minutes extra for free, a couple of seconds extra for free there.
Did I?
Because you started before I started the stopwatch. But I'll let you have them. Don't worry, that's fine. And now bring them above your head and then reach as high as you can. And yes, there we go. Perfect. Just give them shoulders a bit of a roll for me and give them hands a bit of a shake. Perfect. So now we're going to be on the floor for the lower body stretches. So we're going to do some glutes, hip flexors, hamstrings. What we'll do is we'll do the floor ones first, where we're sitting on the floor, and then the last one will come up. Okay. So the glutes. Okay. We'll be sitting on the floor, one leg over, and then bringing that leg over. Now, adding a bit of pressure on that joint. Always push on the joint, never below or above, because it can just give that extra bit of pressure that we don't need. So just there, hold the pressure on, and then what we do is we bring the leg over, and then hold that pressure on again. You'll feel that stretch coming down into them glute muscles there, outside of the hips and under. Then, we're going to do the hamstring stretch. Now, I know it says on the sheet we're going to do them like that, but what I want us to do now, we're in the third week, I want you to get both of them at the same time. We're going to reach to touch them toes. Right. It's not important that you get to your toes, but I want you to get as far as you can. Right. And you'll feel that stretch all the way up. When we're doing that, I want you to point the toes slightly towards you as well. So we're going to get that gastroc muscle in at the same time. Right. Okay? And then, final, we're going to do hip flexors like this. All right? Yeah. So it's like a lunge. Don't spend too much time on that knee. Yeah. Once we're there, 10 seconds at the most, because I know your knees. Yeah. And then we just change over other side. Right. Okay? So we start with the glute stretch first. So that's it, perfect, and then just bring that over. It's good. It's a good stretch that is. Everyone likes that stretch. Now change the legs over. And go. Should be feeling that all the way down the side and into them glutes and into that lower back as well. It's a really good one. That's it. Now bring the legs straight. That's it. And reach to touch them toes. Hold. That's it, just keep it nice and static, try not to move. That's it, and up we come, well done. So remember with this one, we're going to come down
Yeah.
into that. It's almost like a lunge, but once we're there and that knee's on the floor, I want you to drive forward with that leg. So you're feeling that stretch there in that hip flexor, in the leg that's the not the leading leg, the leg behind, all right? So come down onto that floor. That's it, now lean. All right?
Yeah.
And that knee's touching that floor on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, well done. So we're going to be all right for 15 seconds with these.
Go on.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now up we come. Do you want a little rest between them two, or are you okay to carry on? This is your last stretch, all right? And then you've done. That's it. So down and then push. That's it. Brilliant. And up we come. Rest. Well done. Well, that's it.
Oh, thank you.
Give me a high five for that. Well done. So on that cool down, and I've already asked you for the cool down. Do we feel low on that scale now?
Yeah. Probably about there.
Oh, perfect. That's brilliant. That's exactly where we need to be.
Oh, lovely.
Right. So just finally, all I need you to do now is just remember that if there's any problem throughout the week, all you need to do is call me. If I don't answer the phone, send me a message, because obviously I might be with clients, so sometimes I can't always call.
Yeah.
If anything ever happens and it's an emergency, you know you ring 999 straight away, don't you? All right. Obviously the gym that you're in with me, the staff know anyway.
Yeah.
You're working directly with me, but the staff, there is some staff there that you was telling last week that you know the situation you're in, so they all sort of know.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing